Hey, hello everyone. Today we have a pretty rare guest on my bench. Is Nakamichi 682ZX. I didn't look at it yet, so let's see what it can do and what it cannot. Fast forward, noisy, rewind, playback. Oh, yeah, slowly, everything is rising, very slowly, and slowly going down. All right, so looks like we have sign of life. That's a good. What we would do, we'll do clean up everything we can. Start with tape transport, then like clean up the switches and see what's next. All right. You know the procedure, like 3 screws on top, 3 screws on bottom, and you can pull up tape transport out. Way better than it's 680, but let's see. See you in a moment. Okay, tape transport is out. So in this deck, it's a little bit easier to work because indicator is more flat and don't extend inside the body like in 680. So you pop up this Dolby board, so you have access to the connectors right away, and you can then like flip this automatic azimuth board, and you have access to your tape transport area. So way better than in 680. In 680, like we need to disassemble front panel, remove indicator to get to the connectors below it. All right. Let me switch to the tape transport. Transport appeared to be in a good shape, so replacing idler, which is already plastified, and cleaning up old lubricants, and then we'll be setting new lubricant and assemble everything back. Well, I'm completed with the idler replacement, assembled back, capstans left, and I replacing the belts on the azimuth motor. And as you may see, it's very easy to replace because it don't have a position sensor as it does in the Dragon. Alright, so like every deck has a minor differences, so they've been progressing and adding more and more complexity. Alright, now let me replace these belts, assemble capstans, and we will move to the front side. And I'm working on the front part, and left arm seized. I had to slowly remove it. Alright, this works well, so as you may see, it moves free, and that one like was barely moving. So I will be cleaning now, put in new lubricant and assemble back. Alright, see you soon. Okay, after a while I assembled everything. Now both pinch rollers rise, heads rise, everything works. I replaced all belts in transport. There were one left in the level adjustment. Lubricated everything, replaced idler, and that's the amount of belts which will go to trash. Alright, now I will install it back into the deck, and let's see how everything will perform. See you soon. Alright, I've assembled the tape transport back. Now let's see how it will work. Fast forward, rewind. Looks very good. Alright. Pause. Alright, it plays. Good. So we may continue now testing and tuning. So see you soon. Okay guys, I'm tuning playback. I had to tune up head. So playback head is currently tuned because it was way off. And like I was not happy with level of high frequencies. Now it's fine. and level was like plus 5 decibel. I'm not sure who owned these decks and why they did it. Now we have a perfect frequency response, 12.5, 10 kilohertz, 6.3, 1 kilohertz, and 250, and levels are the same. So it plays perfectly well. Let me complete validation. I want to test with Dolby, without Dolby, and so on. Then I will tune record head, and we will tune up and test recording. See you soon. All right, everyone. I tested type 1 tape. So that's calibration mode. When we calibrate azimuth and level. You see it's adjusting. All right. Now I'm recording. I will turn off 400 Hz. So that's the source, that's the tape. I believe it's good, and 15 kilohertz, source and tape. And there is a good spare bias. So if I will adjust, you may see, can get up to plus 7 decibel, or minus 20, minus 15. Good. Same on the right channel. Plus 6, minus 20. Right. Good. Good, perfect deck. Good heads. Records plays well. Good for Nakamichi. Like, not that good as my modded decks. I'm really used to have a way more detailed high frequencies. Like, and it's just components based. So more modern, fresh components plus film capacitors and so on may make it work even better than it is now. But it's up to Nakamichi. It works fine, no issues. I will test with metal tape and with chrome tape to make sure that we do everything well. We may try this tape. So it should adjust because it has a plus 2 decibel record level comparing to the source on this tape. So switching to 70 ZX, and now it should start working. You hear azimuth and level motors working. And it's calibrated, and let's test 100 gears. Source tape, 15 kilohertz. That's where we need to add a little bit. Okay. Source tape, very good. Records. So I will test it more. I need to also validate and calibrate record head, as I told. So azimuth would be in the middle, everything will be aligned, and that would be it. See you soon. All right, everyone, I just recorded a couple song fragments, and it's records and plays really well. I tried with and without Dolby C, and it's just like type 1 with Dolby C. It's 1-to-1 to the source. It's pretty interesting to see. What I mentioned is that well light doesn't work. So tomorrow I will open it again, remove front panel, and replace well light with LED, assemble back, and it will be ready. Alright, that would be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Really nice deck with really good results. So I'm happy how it performs, and it records and plays like full range without any problem. Heads are good. So See you in my next adventures. I still have quite a few decks to go, so stay tuned to my channel and subscribe. Bye bye.